Hi, it's me, Crystal from Simply Tidy, and today we are going to talk about effective use of your calendar. So the first thing that you want to be aware of is that you should only have one calendar for your entire family, no matter how big your family is, because that makes it easier for you to coordinate with each other about what's going on and everything like that. You want to have a weekly planning meeting where everyone gets together and you discuss what's happening throughout the week. That way no one's going to be surprised. And secondly, it helps with if you have small children that need a babysitter and things like that. It kind of puts things on your radar. Oh, I might need to call a babysitter for this Friday because we're supposed to go to the symphony or whatever. You also want to make sure that you only have one calendar period. So you don't want to have like stuff on your phone, stuff in a planner, and stuff on a calendar, because that's too many things that you need to coordinate. So everything should be in one place, and that even counts for like work kinds of things. If you have your work and your home calendars on in the same place, then you can make sure that you don't miss anything. If you have a large family, you can color code your calendar. For example, like with me, I don't have to do that because there's only 4 of us and I know who's doing what for the most part. But if you have 4 kids and each of them is in a different sport, or some of them are in the same sport and you don't know whose is when and it's not regular times and things like that, you can color code. Instead of writing George's volleyball game, 9 o'clock a.m., you would just write volleyball game, 9 o'clock a.m. in blue, and then blue is George's color, so you don't have to write George's name, which saves you space, and if you have a lot of kids, you definitely need space on your calendar. I use a calendar like this from the dollar store because they have really big squares. I don't know if you can see that. The squares are really big, and you can write a lot of information. You might want to write on your calendar when you are planning on booking an event. Like if you want to go to a concert in November, but the tickets don't go on sale until the middle of October, you may want to write like on October 15th, book tickets to the concert in November, or whatever, if you want to make sure that you get the seat. You may also want to write about booking airline tickets. If you know when they're going to be, less expensive, you might want to put that on the calendar. Every year on my calendar I go through and I mark down which days I want to decorate for the upcoming holidays. So like say October 1st I'll write decorate for Halloween. That way I don't forget and it's written down, and that way it can make it onto my to-do list. I will often clip paperwork to the bottom of the calendar for the month that it belongs in. For example, if I have tickets to a show, I don't want to hold on to them and try and keep track of them for 2 months or whatever, and so I will, paperclip them to the bottom of the month in which the show occurs. And there's other things that you can do with that too, like if you have lab work and you have paperwork that you need to bring to the lab, things like that. So it's a good way to use that space without having to, completely keep track of everything that good. So that's basically all I could think of that can hopefully help you to, have an effective calendar. A lot of it is common sense, but there might be some things that you've learned. If you could please subscribe, leave some comments, that way I know what you like, what you don't like. I'd appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day.